It's the 2-1 Flyers against the 2-1 Bruins from Louisville Ballard. That's coming up next right here on Cable 10. Hello everyone, live from Benny Watkins Field at Franklin County High School. I'm Clint Goins. Along with me is Chris Cole. Last week, Chris, the Flyers went down to Corbin and the Greyhounds kind of showed them what's what, didn't they?
Yeah, they went down there in a matchup of top 3 programs in 4A. Coach James and his staff knew it was going to be a tough matchup, but you played those type of games to prepare for that late run in November and early December.
And hopefully the Flyers will see the Greyhounds again in the playoffs. Louisville Ballard, the Bruins also 2-1. They are a top 5 team in 6A. So the Flyers not getting any break this week either. They have 2 impressive wins to start off the season, but boy, it's going to be tough going here from here on out.
Yeah, the only blemish on Ballard's record so far is against maybe the best team in the state of Kentucky, Louisville Male, a couple weeks ago. They bounced back with a win last week against South Oldham. So both teams 2-1. It's early. A lot to learn about the teams. You really start finding out week 3, week 4, what you've got moving forward. We're just a couple of weeks away from district play starting.
Well, by looking at the stats here, it looks like this Louisville Ballard team is really a passing team. They don't do a whole lot of running, and they give up a whole lot of running. So I'm hopeful that the Flyers can play good secondary defense.
Yeah, and Franklin County's strength this year is the ground attack. We're used to them chucking it all over the field, and they can still do that. But when you've got a D1 prospect in the backfield like Caden Mormon that's got every tool imaginable, he's got size, strength, speed, agility, you can pound it up and down the field, and then you put in Claudio or somebody in the backfield that can explode and take it to the house as well.
That's a big part of their game, I think, is that you, on the defensive side, you really have to respect everything. You can't just pack the box.
There's so much talent on this Flyer team from top to bottom. Good sides up front on both sides, and then it opens up the lane, and you can't key on 1 or 2 players offensively for the Flyers, because anybody can hurt you on any given play.
All right, we will step aside. The Flyers have taken the field, as you can see there, and we're about ready to have the coin toss. But we'll step aside, and we'll come back with the kickoff next, right here on Cable 10.
Here at David Tolles Auto Pro, we know if people are driving right now, it's only for the most important reasons. And if their car breaks down, we need to get it back on the road. At Auto Pro, we want you to rest assured that we're doing everything in our power to keep you safe. We follow all recommended COVID-related safety guidelines when handling your vehicle. Our lobby and facilities are completely clean and sanitized every night, and we have touchless credit card processing. We appreciate your trust in these difficult times, and we want to thank you for shopping local. If you have to take it to somebody, you can take it to us. David Tolles Auto Pro.
Game of the Week is brought to you by David Tolles Auto Pro. You're in good hands with David Tolles Auto Pro. Bring your vehicle to us for the best repairs in the Frankfort area. 2 locations at 1348 Versailles Road and 515 Duncan Road. And check us out at davidtollesautopro.com.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Exit Realty Crutcher. Exit Realty Crutcher, your premier resource for all real estate services, wishes all teams a great school year. From Louisville to Lexington and all cities in between, we have the knowledge, enthusiasm, teamwork, and experience to help you buy and sell. Come see what we have to offer for your real estate needs. ExitRealtyCretcher.com.
All right, we did not see the flip, but we can tell you that Franklin County is going to kick off left to right here. And I can tell you the captains for tonight's game are, for Franklin County, are number 1, Zach Claudio, number 3, Peyton Ledford, 44, Blair Tate, and number 70, Tayshawn Davis. And kicking off will be the freshman, 33, Easton Powell. And he's not too bad as a freshman, Chris. He's got a lot of promise here for
soccer player. A lot of the football coaches going out and recruiting some soccer players to kick, and it's a good way to get them some experience.
Yeah, that's a smart idea when you think about it. I mean, that's all they do is kick in soccer. Well, they throw it in.
Yeah. Back deep is Horton, Cameron Horton, number 9 for Ballard, standing at about 1.5.
I believe he leads their team in receptions. Takes it at the 5. And oh my goodness gracious, he is a speedster. The only guy back is Powell, but he can't catch him. But Ken Mormon, no, a leading kickoff return for the Ballard Bruins. Wow. This Horton kid has got some speed.
Yeah, he takes it at the 5. He doesn't look to go outside. He just goes right through the middle line, and he just took it to the house.
Well, I will say this, the kickoff return team built that wedge pretty nicely. And Powell did the best he could, which is about all you can ask for a kicker, but just wasn't quite enough. And just like that, in a matter of 12 seconds, the Flyers find themselves behind by 6 and most likely 7. The kicker here for the Bruins is number 35, Will Bone. He's a junior, and
right down the middle.
It's 7-0. Franklin County in the hole early. We'll be back with the Bruins kickoff here in just a second on Cable 10.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Exit Realty Crutcher. Exit Realty Crutcher wishes all teams a great school year. Real estate is what we do. Families are why we do it. If you're looking to buy or sell or interested in a career in real estate, contact us today to see how our family can help your family. Visit ExitRealtyCrutcher.com.
Welcome back, folks. Benny Watkins Field, Clint Goins, Chris Cole. And we just saw a bolt of speed that I think the last time I saw that was Wandale Robinson over on the west side of town. Kick it into gear like that.
Well, you know, I got the privilege of covering them against Scott County 3 weeks ago, Franklin County, and Scott County was able to return 1 for a touchdown and 1 all the way back inside the 10 when County kicked deep. So that was a big, deep kick. Out-kicked his coverage, I guess. So something Coach James and the special teams going to have to work on here moving forward.
That may be the last time you see the ball kicked to Mr. Horton. This time the Flyers' Claudio takes it on about the 7. He's not going to be quite as successful. Gets it up to the 23, 24-yard line. Next time Flyers kick off, I see a pooch kick in our future, or something out of bounds. Okay, Franklin County in the backfield. They've got Jaden Madison, number 11. He's their quarterback. And Caden Mormon, he's the big running back who spoke of earlier. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right, and Mormon goes right up the middle for about 4 or 5 yards.
And this is a good straight ahead run off the left side that time by Mormon, following his blocks and getting 4 yards.
This is where the Bruins have had trouble so far this season, is in stopping the run. But the Flyers elect to pass on second down, and that was almost intercepted. In fact, Franklin County lucky that Robert Wycliffe, number 24, a senior for the Bruins, did not scoop that one up.
Wycliffe, you could see, makes a break on the ball. It's overthrown by Madison and just could not get his hands under it at the 35-yard line.
That's our Whitehead Hancock replay you just saw. So nobody really in the backfield. Madison's going to throw it again. He's rushed and tackled for a loss. Josiah Jackson in there, and the Flyers will be forced to punt it away.
And Ballard that time just overpowered Franklin County's offensive line. That pocket collapsed around Madison, and he had nowhere to go.
Back deep for the Bruins, number 17, Shante Marrero.
So I believe our punter is Hurst. Is that right, number 6? Braden Hurst?
Braden Tracy.
Braden Tracy. That's correct. Hurst is number 5. I was reading my paper at an angle. And that punt did not go very far. So the Bruins are going to take over inside the 40.
Now, Tracy got too much air under that, rushed a little bit. Ballard was bringing a lot of pressure up the middle. Couldn't get a foot on it. I was watching him in warm-ups, and he was averaging about 35, 40 yards in the air punting in pregame. So
make that just outside the 40. From the 41, the Bruins have it 1st and 10. And that's going to count as a tackle for loss, as Peyton Ledford runs Tristan Hawkins out of bounds. So loss of about 4, I think, wasn't it?
They're going to mark him out at the 41, 40 and a half.
Oh, I was right earlier. It was inside the 40. It was the 36-yard line, wasn't it? Boy, I'm having, I got my tongue covering my eye teeth, and I can't see what I'm saying. Hand off here around the edge. May get the first down. It's going to be awfully close.
That was Hargrove on the carry. And so far, Ballard coming out and looking to run the ball.
Yes, which up to this point has not been their forte.
Look for Franklin County to bring pressure this time.
Keyshawn Hargrove is their leading rusher. The ball bounces, and Hargrove has it, and he's going to be tackled there by Gavin Hurst, number 5, I think, or was that number 3?
Low snap, quarterback gains it, throws it out, and that was Hurst that time on the tackle. Come up from his corner position to make the tackle out in the flat.
It's enough for a first down for Ballard. 3 receivers to his right. Hawkins throws out in the flat here, and on the reception is Dedrick Hamilton. He's going to pick up about 8.
Down inside the 15.
Sorry.
Just a quick pass right here, a little screen to the inside receiver. Good blocking by the outside receivers. Marrero able to spin his way inside the 15.
Yes, that was Marrero. They have 2 17s on their roster, at least on my paper. They probably don't actually have 2 17s. But Fake the handoff, throws it to the end zone. Oh, what a nice defensive play. Did you catch who that was?
That was Claudio with the tip right at the last minute, and then Madison almost with the interception. They faked the belly dive right here. Good sell by the offense.
Yeah, faked our camera guy out.
And then right at the last minute, Claudio able to get a fingertip on it, and then Madison almost able to come up with the interception.
Yeah, wow. That's an exciting play. 3rd down and 3, we'll say. Hawkins takes the snap, gives it to Keyshawn, and I don't think he made it.
No, I think he only gained about a yard. The defensive line that time for Franklin County just smothered him inside. Big 62.
And they're going to go for a field goal here.
Keaton Lee on the tackle for Franklin County.
Well, Terry Johnson calls him Will Beam. It's B-O-E-H-M. So who am I to question Terry Johnson? We'll call him Will Beam also. It's up, and
it's good.
It's good. So here early in the first quarter, it's Ballard 10, Franklin County 0. We'll see what Coach James can draw up when we come back here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Yeah, this is Joe. You need a tree removed from your yard? Yeah, I can do that for you.
Don't take a chance on any Joe Schmo. Call Estate Tree Service for all your tree care needs. Since 1957, Estate Tree Service has provided safe, quality tree care at a fair rate. From tree removal and pruning to stump grinding and debris cleanup, we've got you covered. Call the trusted professionals at Estate Tree Service today.
Well, Chris, I knew this would be a tough outing for Franklin County, but so far it may be, I don't know. They need to turn this ship around pretty quick, or it could be a disastrous night.
Well, I think
fans.
that was a good defensive stand that time. You turn the ball over on downs, basically.
Yeah, you spot them at the 36. So
and you hold them to a 30-yard field goal. Pretty good defense right there by Franklin County.
Beam kicks off. Claudio's going to take it at around the 10. And let's see what he can do. Just can't quite get through that last couple of guys, but gets out to the 30. So a little better start than last time.
And good job there by Claudio. Catches it kind of backstepping, looks to the middle of the field, and breaks a tackle right there at the 25. And I believe that was number 9,
Horton,
that came up and made the tackle for Ballard.
We got Claudio in motion. He gets the ball handed off. Does a lot of running, but only picks up about a yard.
Gavin Willis on the tackle over there, that outside linebacker. He's the leading tackler on this Bruin team coming into tonight.
Yeah, what's he got, 28 tackles so far on the year?
28 tackles, 2 sacks, 2.5 tackles for loss. Looks like he's the strong side, outside linebacker. They've moved him to the wide side this time.
Hand off this time, and not much going there either. Mormon may have picked up half a yard.
Depending on the spot, Mormon that time, heading left, cuts back. The lane was there, but the Bruins did a really good job closing that lane up really quick.
Yeah, they filled it quickly. Jamarcus Frank, I think, was one of the inside linebackers, filled that hole. Bedford goes in motion, and Madison's got to get rid of it. And almost intercepted again. That was Big 52 giving chase. I think he's the number 2 in tackles. That's Jadarian Smith, 6'2.5" senior, and he's got like, I don't know, 3.5 or 4 tackles for loss. Dangerous pass there. I mean, Madison had to do something, I guess.
And that's number 55 for the Bruins shaking up. Davin Rudolph, as he went for that tip ball, kind of got rolled up on from behind, shaking it off, walking it off on his own cord there.
Okay, Braden Tracy punting again. Hopefully he can get a little more distance on it and maybe a little less pressure. High snap, but it's really high again, but not very far, and it takes a Bruin bounce, and again, that's only about a 10-yard punt. The Bruins are going to get it at about the 41.
Tell you, Franklin County living dangerous. Keep giving Ballard the short field.
Yes.
We really haven't seen Ballard put the ball in the air except a couple of short passes and then the one play action deep into the end zone. But they've come out and run the ball pretty well so far in this first half.
Which is surprising me because they, according to their stats, they've only run the ball for 150 yards all year long, and Mormon has that almost per game for Franklin County. And
Hargrove that time off the right side and nothing.
That's the county defense we're used to. 2nd and 10.
No gain, 2nd down.
Tristan Hawkins, the quarterback. In the pistol. In motion was Malachi Farmer. He stops again. No, they faked it, but it's caught. And I can't really tell who made the catch. It looks like it's a number 7, and I don't have a number 7. Do you have a number 7?
I do not.
Good enough for a first down.
I wonder if that is one of your 17s.
Well, down by number 1, Zach Claudio, gain of 18 yards on the play.
I wonder if that is Diedrich Hamilton.
Could be. Quick pass over here to the Marrero, who we know is 17. And he gets about 8 yards down to around the 15-yard line. So the Flyer defense really going to have to bow their back here and try to hold the Bruins to a field goal.
Just a quick screen again, this time to the other side from Marrero. An inside receiver, just one step, turn around and get the reception. And then the rest of it's up to him. He danced and tried to make something happen and ended up poor tackling by the Flyers and gain of 8 yards.
Yeah, got those yak yards after catch. This time Hawkins keeps it himself, and he's in the end zone.
Number 6, Tristan Hawkins on the play.
That time the fake jet sweep, and then he just keeps it. He rides that belly dive and then found the lane. Cuts it back to the outside right there at the 5. Could have been a hold right there at the 1 against Ballard. No call. He's able to get into the end zone.
At the 4:14 mark right now, it's, as you can see, 16-0, and Ballard looks like they're going to go up 17-0. And for those of you that may be a little bit shocked, let me tell you, the Bruins, top 5 team in 6A. So, and it could be Chris, that their numbers, their rushing yards are so low because their passing yards are so good. You know, maybe they can run the ball better than we thought. It's just that they didn't need to. We'll step aside and we'll come back with another Bruin kickoff right here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Game of the Week is brought to you by real estate agent Reva Howe with Exit Realty Crutcher. Whether buying or selling, you need a professional that knows how to navigate this current housing market. She understands the area property values and will be your best advocate. Her clients are like family. Contact Reva today by texting REVA to 85377.
We want to thank our sponsors. You just saw one of them there, Reva Howe with Exit Realty Crutcher. Thank her for sponsoring Cable 10 Game of the Week, and also, of course, Mary Cook, also with Exit Realty Crutcher, and always David Toll's Auto Pro has been our sponsor for years here. Bring you. And basically just Exit Realty Crutcher overall. We've got a lot of good realtors. In fact, I used to be a realtor there until I decided to do something else. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Mormon, can he outrun the Bruins? Yes, the Flyers on the board, and they do the Bruins what the Bruins did to them on the opening kickoff. Mormon all the way to the end zone. Here's another look at it.
Great wedge right here at about the 20-25-yard line. Caden finds the seam, makes the kicker miss. I thought 21 was going to run him down, Jeremy Weiss, but able to outrun him. And at the 4-minute mark, Caden Mormon takes one to the house and maybe put a little life in the Franklin County.
That'll boost some morale right there. On the hold for Franklin County will be Tyler Broyles and
number 24.
I didn't see what happened, Chris. Was it a bad snap?
No, Robert Wycliffe came through and was able to block that. He came through untouched from that far side and was able to get back there and stand in front of Broyles before the ball was even placed, I think. So.
Wow. Well, at least the Flyers are on the board now, and hopefully that can be enough to turn them around. 17-6, Ballard on top here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
All right, welcome back, folks. Clint Goins, Chris Cole with you. Still in the first quarter, but the Flyers are able to run a kickoff back. Now, hopefully they can prevent one being run back. They kick it deep again. I'm a little bit surprised by that, Chris, but this time we'll see what, all right, the Flyers a little better job this time as they stop the speedster at about the 26.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him forward progress to the 27. Good job that time by Franklin County closing down their lanes. There was a huge lane to the left, but it closed up very quickly.
So now the Bruins got a little bit harder job of getting into the end zone. They're starting back more than twice as far as they have in the past. Got a man in motion. That's Caleb Benton. The handoff goes nowhere. In fact, they may have lost a little bit on that. We'll see where the officials spot it. Good job by the Flyer defense.
Fake jet sweep, handoff to the right-hand side. Nothing there. Good job by the Flyer D-line to pursuit and get out there and make the tackle on the edge.
That was Keyshawn Hargrove on the carry for Ballard. And a little rollout here. And that was out of range. Marrero, the intended target. That's a tough throw to make when you're rolling out and you got to throw across your body.
Yeah, and the thing was, he put it right there where Marrero was the only one that could come up with it. And Marrero was a little slow going back across the field, almost like he had tweaked a hammy or a calf. Might be something to keep an eye on.
All right, and Ballard, I think, has called a timeout. So we will step aside with them and then be back here watching the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
It's all over if they hit this field goal.
Buying or selling a home can be as exciting as winning the big game on a last-second field goal. Or it can be just as devastating if the kick doesn't go in.
And the kick goes up, and it's no good. Home team loses.
That's why in real estate it always helps to be on a winning team. Choose Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher.
Real estate is what we do.
And families are why we do it.
Wait, how'd you get in here?
There's another Exit Realty Crutcher ad. That's the Hubbards, man and wife. They can take care of you. You know, now's a great time to sell a house, I tell you what. And with interest rates still at historical lows, give Exit Realty Crutcher a call if you need those types of services. Wow, that's a heck of an arm, and it's almost caught. That was Cameron Horton. You know, that thing, what was that? That was about 70 yards in the air, Chris.
It was at least 60.
I mean, he touched it inside the 20, and he threw it behind the line of scrimmage, which is the 28. So they were going for it all, unable to haul it in, and now the Bruins will punt it away.
And he had a couple of receivers. If he could have worked through his progression, had a couple of receivers open across the middle.
High snap and a very nice punt. Goes out of bounds at about the Flyer 40. Make it the 40. Well, he's keep on walking. He walked all the way up inside the 50. So it's going to be the Bruin 49 where the Flyers take over, 1st and 10. I didn't catch the number of the punter, did you?
I did not.
He did a nice job, but he angled it out of bounds. Really, it wasn't, when you think about it, it's probably only about a 20-yard punt. But if he could have kept it in bounds, he would have got a lot more distance out of it. But he may have wanted to keep it out of the hands of Claudio. And there in the backfield very quickly, the aforementioned Jadarian Smith with another tackle for loss.
Yeah, that time they line up under center, just a straight handoff to Mormon, and Smith able to blow past his man up front and get in the backfield for a 3-yard loss.
He'll be playing somewhere on Saturdays next year.
Has a really quick first step.
Madison drops back. He's being chased. It may have been a screen pass. Mormon catches it, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
And a heads-up play there by Mormon. I'm not sure if that was the intended play, but
if that was a screen pass, they may want to rethink that, because they've got some this defensive lineman that can move. They are not slow. 3rd down and 12 for Franklin County. High snap. Madison goes back. He's going to check it all. He's got an open receiver. And I think that's Claudio. Zach Claudio, number 1, with a 1st down and then some inside the 30 for the Flyers.
Blown coverage that time for Ballard. Madison recognizes it. Safety late coming over the top to help. And Claudio down at about the 26, 27-yard line with a big play.
Just what the Flyers needed. Madison has Mormon back there. Our tight end switched to the other side, and we've got a flag on the play.
Encroachment, maybe.
Sure enough. So it's a easy 5-yard gain.
Yeah, a lot of moving that time by Ballard, trying to adjust to the motion and the reset for Franklin County, and someone got into that neutral zone.
Here's a look at it right there, and I can't really tell who it was, but Madison to Mormon, and boy, they this is number 55 on the tackle. That is Davin Rudolph, or Devon Rudolph, just a sophomore linebacker, and he is, you know, he's right there whenever Caden gets the ball.
Yeah, it was a good read from the linebacker spot.
So that 5 yards they gain on the penalty, they just lost 4 of them. 2nd and 9. Madison's got to throw it away. No. Yes, it's intercepted. That is correct, but he stepped out of bounds as soon as he intercepted it. And I don't know if throwing it away was it his intent or not. He may have been trying to connect. Over here he had a receiver, but the defensive back did a good job of stepping in there, making the catch, but his second step right there on the line, and the official right there to catch it. So
Minkins broke on the ball perfectly. The pressure again. Madison's not really had a whole lot of time to throw.
No, they've got to get something offensively going. The Flyers have proven they can stop the Bruins, but their only score was on a kickoff return. So they've got to get some offensive momentum. Hand off to Horton around the end, and he gets about 7 before he's brought down. That'll probably be the last play of the first quarter.
I gave him 11.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's down and inside the 40.
I gave him enough for the first.
Well, they don't have the benefit of replay like we do. First quarter comes to an end. Here's another look at that, and you can see that his knee is down right there at
the 39.
Yeah.
Should be 2nd and 1.
Yes, and even the ball, I think, goes down before the 40. Regardless, it's 1st and 10 for the Bruins when we come back here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Estate Tree Service. We have a solution for all your tree care needs. Estate Tree Service provides expert tree care and preservation. Call 502-229-5258 for a free estimate. Game of the Week is brought to you by Traditional Bank. When your business is looking to win, with tough competition around every corner, you need high performers backing you up. Traditional Bank's local team will stand by your side as a trusted partner, your friendly neighbor, and your biggest fan. It's time to make the switch. Traditional Bank, member FDIC.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Agent Mary Cook with Exit Realty Crutcher. Mary believes in serving her clients with honesty and integrity. From lending to appraisal, contracts to closings, she will always be there to help you every step of the way. Contact Mary today to discuss how she can help you with any real estate needs. Call 320-9060 or text mcook to 85377.
All right. The Bruins, with the benefit of a favorable spot, have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 40 to start off the second quarter. And a nice tackle going for the feet. I think that may have been Madison with the tackle.
It was?
Yes.
Hargrove's a compact runner. Kind of reminds you of Chris Rodriguez at Kentucky. Tries to make that cut back. Madison does a good job
taking out his pins.
Yep.
Pistol formation, man in motion. That's Marrero. And they throw it instead to Farmer. And he's going to get about 7. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Peyton Ledford brought the lumber that time on the hit. Watch this. He goes to cut back. Boom.
Make him think about catching that ball again, won't he?
Yeah.
All right, big play here for the Flyers. You want to make them punt from their side of the field. And the Bruins either saw something they didn't like or the coaches saw something they really did like and called their second timeout of the half. We'll step aside as well with 10:36 left to go in the first half. This is the Cables In Game of the Week.
Bob Allen of Frankfort is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all dealmaker priced.
Click and save today
at boballenfrankfurt.com.
All right, quick timeout there. 3rd and 2.
The coach call 2 plays, maybe try to get a quick 4th down play in if they don't get the first down here.
They like that pistol formation, and he gets it. I thought he might have been
fumbled on the ground.
I thought they may have been able to stop him, but he spins and it gets past it, and they fall on the ball also, do the Bruins. Just right about here, I thought they had him, but I think he was able to recover his own fumble, actually.
Hurst coming up, making the hit, but
1st and 10 from the Flyer 48. Farmer moves over to his left. Hawkins drops back, fires downfield. No catch. Claudio wanted an interception.
Almost came up with it.
Claudio as well. Claudio thought it was an interception, but they say it hit the turf. We'll see here. It's really hard to tell.
Yep. Right there.
Right there. Yep. Had it between his knees, but couldn't hold on to it.
Great effort by 3 good athletes right there.
They hand off. That time to Keyshawn Hargrove. He doesn't get much. And this will bring up 3rd and 9. Actually, they don't give him anything. 3rd and 10.
That was Elliott that time with the carry. First time I think we've called his number tonight.
I believe you're right.
Big play here for Franklin County defensively.
Yes. Farmer comes out of the game, got 3 wideouts, as you can see here on the near side, and Hawkins back there by himself, and somebody's offsides.
The whole offensive skill players. Quarterback went to make a signal, and when he did, the center snapped the ball, and everything went haywire. The whole right side moved. 3rd and 15 here now for the Bruins.
Think they'll throw it? Since there's nobody in the backfield, they do throw it, and they got an interception, the Flyers do. Claudio, I tell you, Franklin County forcing it, though, because the Bruins had a man down there with the first down. He just couldn't hold on to the ball.
Yeah, right down that skinny post.
A little behind him, I thought, maybe the pass, just a little bit behind him.
You got to come up with
Yep,
those.
you got to make those catches. Good job of the Flyer defense. I think that may have been Madison in there also. That was covering him. Did a good job. So, hey, Madison keeps it himself, and he's going to get close, if not the first down.
And they're going to give it to him, I think.
They are. That'll keep you honest when a quarterback keeps it himself for a first down.
Fake the off tackle run to Mormon. Madison keeps it, finds a seam right up the middle.
Hand off this time to Mormon, and he picks up about 3 or 4. We've got Blair Tate in there as a receiver.
Look for the 2 up backs to run about a 5-yard out here, and then a fly route by the
I did not see that. Let's look at it again on our Whitehead Hancock.
Yep.
Yep, there it is right there.
Coach James sends different play in, reset.
Second and 1. Mormon, he squirts through, gets the first down and a little bit more inside Bruin territory to the 46.
That time just followed his big blockers. Lefford out there on the edge. Mormon almost able to.
That was a good job by Blair Tate by blocking and not getting a block in the back call. When his defender that he was blocking turned his back, he kind of raised his hands and let go, and luckily Mormon was right there to blow by him at the time. Heads up football. Claudio, he's going to get about 4, maybe 5 yards.
That time, just a little wide receiver, little bubble screen. Claudio.
Barrett Sanderson is the offensive coordinator of Franklin County. He's kind of opening up the playbook a little bit here in the second quarter, and it's pretty effective. Boy, they really had it stacked over here, but Madison didn't get anything. The short side of the field had a whole lot of players on it.
I think with Madison's speed, you need to try to run that to the wide side of the field, especially with the pursuit that Ballard has.
Yes, there was nowhere to go. So Franklin County calls their first time out of the half with 5:53 remaining in the first half. We'll step aside as well. This is the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Bob Allen. Bob Allen is Frankfort's dealmaker. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, as well as pre-owned. Click and save at boballenfrankfort.com. Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. Game of the Week is brought to you by Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher. Choose local realtors that treat you like family, because real estate is what we do and families are why we do it. Game of the Week is brought to you by North American Insurance. North American Insurance Services provides for all your health, life, home care, Medicare, supplemental health, annuities, and long-term care. Call Mark Keedle and let us prepare your unique plan today. 606-356-7774.
Welcome back, folks. Clint Goins, Chris Cole, and a band of brothers bringing you the Cable 10 Game of the Week tonight. Third down and about 7. Madison goes back. Oh, I think that may have been tipped before it hit Claudio.
It was a little behind him. That's a timing route coming across the middle. A lot of traffic there.
There's a flag on the play against Franklin County. I did not see what it was. I don't know if it's holding, and they're going to decline it. That'll bring up fourth down, making Franklin County, well, I don't know if they're going to punt or not here, because yeah, it may have been tipped there by number 5 to Marcus Frank. Yeah, you might as well go for it. You're kind of in a no man's land situation here. Your punting game has not been buying you much so far tonight. So 4th and 7, Madison rolls out. There's a flag, most likely a hold.
52. Smith, just so fast from that DN spot.
Holding against Franklin County. That'll take away the first down. Claudio caught the pass, and we'll see if we can see the hold. I don't know who. I don't see it. I don't see it. Unless they call it on tape before. I mean, he put his hands up, but that was pretty early on in the. Well, that's a 10-yard penalty from the point of the infraction. So what was 4th and 7 is now 4th and 21, and they are going to punt it away. Tracy gets a good one off this time, and it takes a slight flyer bounce, and they fall on it, and it's back to the 20-yard line. So good punt there by Braden Tracy.
And it almost hits a Ballard player.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, almost. The official was right there. I'm sure he would have seen it if it did. Very close.
20 blocks my view right there on the monitor. But boy, it's close if it didn't.
Good job on the replay. Our man Harvey in the truck taking care of that tonight. Flag, and that's probably an offensive procedure call, and it is.
Back them up.
1st and 15 now from their 15. This is the worst field position Ballard has had all night long. I think the Franklin County coaches have now maybe figured out the Ballard puzzle, but you're 11 points down, so you gotta score 11 points. Good tackle by Madison, a pickup of about 5. He may have got back to the original line of scrimmage. Nope, pickup about 4.
Little naked bootleg right there. Gain of about 4.
Good play by Jettison Madison, staying at home and making a good, fundamentally sound tackle. 2nd and 11. And a sack for Franklin County. That's number 52 is back in there. Michael Holloway. Who else was in there?
53. Chris Hundley.
So 52 beats his man, and somebody on the right side too. I don't. No, it was 52 and 53. 63 also back in there. Kenneth Aitken. So that's a big play there. Loss of 11.
3rd and 20 here.
Was that caught or no?
You're going to give it to him at the original line of scrimmage, gain of 10.
That was awful low. I imagine Ballard will punt this one away. And if their punter can keep the ball in bounds, here's another look at it. And it's hard to tell. Blair Tate was in the way there of our camera shot. But if their punter can keep the ball in bounds, I mean, he can really send it. That's higher. Claudio takes it. Oh, what a mistake. He catches the ball and is hammered just as soon as he does. Luckily, Franklin County able to fall on that ball. Wow, I don't know how. That was a risky move by Claudio, and he paid for it.
Yeah, Tate that time keeps his head about him and able to come up with the ball.
Boom. Yes, excellent play there by Blair Tate to get in there. So Franklin County does get the ball and about where they would have gotten the ball had Claudio perhaps not made the play, but Claudio took a shot. Madison throws it deep. He's got a man open, but he overthrows it. Pass intended for Gavin Hurst.
And Hurst that time double move route, slants to the inside and then cuts back out on the fly. And Madison just overthrows him. Hurst beats his man right here.
Yeah. And there's a flag on the play, and we're moving the sticks. Personal foul must have been. They're moving it 15 yards.
Roughing the passer.
That's beneficial, but I still would have liked to have seen a reception. That would have been even more better, as they say. I think I might try to run that play again, that last one. Nice, nice fake there. Sold it pretty good to Mormon, kept it himself. Picks up about 3.
Number 24, Wycliffe.
Stop by number 24, Robert Wycliffe. Gain of 2 yards on the play, second down.
And 52, Zadarian Smith in there too. He's been everywhere tonight for Ballard.
Oh, yeah. They've got a couple of really good defensive players in Willis and Smith. Not that the rest of them are bad. Madison just take off and run it himself, but he waited too late to do it, and Madison slow getting up, and I think it's going to be Ballard football. I was surprised that Coach James didn't say he was down, but we'll see right here if he was or not. And ooh, it's hard to tell.
I think he is down.
It's just really hard to tell. Can we rack that back? Where is the ball? Is it in his right hand?
It almost looks like Smith almost has it popping loose right there.
Yeah, he was down. He was down. That should be flyer ball. That's going to be an unfortunate call if the Bruins score here late in the first half. That's part of the high school game that, you know, just because you can't have it, because not every game is televised with instant replay. You can't have video review, and also coaches can't. There's no challenge flags.
It's going to be a hold here against Ballard. It's going to be about a 15-yard penalty here.
Yeah, whenever they're passing the ball, the line is dropped back a little bit anyway. And then you add on 10 yards from there, so yeah. So 1st and 25. Intercepted. Ledford's got room. He's got nobody in front of him. He can just beat the quarterback. And I think he gets in. Does he get in? I mean, he knocked the pylon down. Yes, he does. Wow. What a big turn of events here late in the first half. Nice play by Peyton Ledford.
He just drops back in his zone. Quarterback doesn't see. Right there at the 45. And he takes it just enough.
That's all you got to do is get it inside that pylon, and he did. And if the Flyers can get off a successful kick, or are they going to go for 2? They call a timeout to think about it. With 1:21 left to go in the second quarter, we'll think about it too, and then we'll come back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Cable 10.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Whitehead Hancock. Whitehead Hancock Plumbing has been serving Frankfort families for more than 100 years. You can trust Whitehead Hancock for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic needs. Call them today at 502-227-2213 for 24-hour emergency service, or visit their website at whiteheadhancock.com.
Chris, how much did they pay you to pose for that Whitehead Hancock photo that we
That
just
was
saw?
not me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that wasn't me.
So, We want to thank Whitehead Hancock for being one of our sponsors, as well as all of our sponsors: Bob Allen, Motorball, State Tree Service, David Tolles Auto Pro. They kick it. And this time it's good. So Franklin County back in this game, down by 4 with 1:18 left to go here in the first half. We'll just keep it here. Chris, what are you thinking so far? I think the Flyers have, after that first quarter, they've done a pretty good job of things.
Well, their defense has really answered the call. You know, I've talked about it the last year or so that may be the most underrated part of Franklin County's team the last couple of years is what they're doing on the defense side of the ball.
It's because their offense was so good. They could always score a bunch of points.
But Coach Lefford has got that defense to buy in, and they have just caused havoc really after, you know, it's hard to ask your defense when you keep putting them in short yardage situations to hold a team out. But once they were able to keep Ballard in a long field position, they've been able to answer the call.
They kick it deep again, and that's going to go into the end zone. Wow, nice kick there, and I assume that was Easton Powell with the kick.
Yep.
And he's just a freshman, folks. Just a freshman. What a leg. And here's how that, some highlights here we have of the first half. The Franklin County defense getting interceptions, tackles for losses, sacks. And here's the big one, the pickoff that just scored a touchdown for the Flyers. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Bruins. And that's quarterback keeper Tristan Hawkins gets the first down and gets out of bounds, therefore stopping the clock.
Yeah, good job that time by the Ballard wide receivers out on the edge, making blocks downfield. Franklin County unable to get off those blocks. Hawkins able to gain about 13, 14 yards and then step out of bounds.
They fake, now they throw it up. And again, that's a nice catch, but he paid for it. As Mormon, nope, he didn't catch it. Or at least didn't catch it in bounds. Mormon delivered the wood right there.
Yeah, he brought a 2x4 with him that time.
There's another look, and boom. Ball came out. As you can see rolling there, and there's a flag. And I got a feeling that might be a hold. And I think Franklin County is going to accept that penalty. Backs them up another, whenever time there's a hold on a pass play, it's going to be at least 10 yards. And wow, that may have been a personal foul. That's way back there. I didn't see the call. Unsportsmanlike conduct, that's what it was. Okay. Now it's 2nd and what? 30? Yes. Almost. Another pass play here. He's going to keep it himself. Flyers got to keep him in bounds, and they do. Bruins have one timeout left. They can stop the clock. And I don't know why the clock is stopped now. It should still be running.
An official over here was waving his arms.
talking about something. Personal foul against Franklin County. I did not see that flag. A holding, I'm sorry. So that's why the clock stopped. But it's still, yes, it does automatic. Well, did they get an automatic first down for a holding? That shouldn't be right. They gave him an automatic first down.
No, it was second.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. So Marrero catches the ball out of bounds. That'll bring up third down.
Marrero goes up.
It's going to be close. I thought he had it. Oh, he's in.
He's in.
That is a catch. So, you know, the officials don't want to knock the officials. They have a hard enough job. They don't get paid enough. I don't want to be one. That's two mistakes. But they've gone one each way.
Yes.
One each way. So one in Franklin County's favor, one in the Bruins' favor. Nice tackle in the backfield by number 8, Brenton Sears. He is their leading tackler. Stuffed that one out pretty good.
Ledford that time forced the ball carrier back inside, and Sears able to come up and make the tackle.
Somebody called timeout. I don't know. I think Franklin County called the timeout. So we'll keep it here. There's only 15 seconds, or excuse me, they're on the clock, which our clock is need to be adjusted. It's hard to keep up. We're running it by hand, but on the official score clock, it's 24 seconds. So I'm sure our guys in the truck will make the adjustment. So 4th down here and 9, and Franklin County wants the ball back. Thinks they can do something in 24 seconds.
Well, you've got Claudio back deep. You know how explosive he is.
Yes.
Number 14, Ethan Barnett back to punt for the Bruins.
I wouldn't be a little bit surprised, though, if there wouldn't be a fake here. But it's not. They put it. That was tipped. That was tipped by Franklin County. I do believe nobody's really celebrating, but I'd like to see a replay of that if I could, as I direct here from the announcer's chair. Let's see here. If this right about, no, I'm sorry. That wasn't even close, was it, Chris?
No.
Wasn't even close. Must have just come off his foot funny. But he didn't get 10 yards on that punt.
Franklin County with probably 2 plays here.
18 seconds ago, as you can see, we got our clock adjusted. Good job, guys. Madison rolls to his right. He's running around, throws it towards Claudio, but
you're going to have a hold here against Franklin County in the backfield, back at the 42-yard line. So it's going to take them all the way back to the 32.
I don't know. I think it might take a knee here. You know, because you're going to have to throw the ball to have any shot of scoring. And when you put the ball up in the air, you're risking interception. I think I would take a knee and go inside at halftime and plan for the second half. Ballard still has a timeout, but they'd have to stop the clock 3 times, and that's not going to happen. There's a flag. Who's that on?
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Somebody said something. There's another 15 yards. Well, nope, they're going to offset. So. So both teams get an unsportsmanlike.
Little jaw.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to watch what you're saying out there, guys. Luckily, the other side said it too, but there's going to be a time where the ref's not going to hear the other side saying it. Well, they're not going to take a knee. They're going to try to run a play. They hand it off to Mormon, up the middle, and
I'd say that will do it.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to get a play off, but Mormon able to add to his stats. Time after having a disastrous start with a kickoff return. We will step aside and we'll be back with the Franklin County Band when we return here on Cable 10.
The Game of the Week halftime show is brought to you by Classic Gold. Art carved class rings are available at Classic Gold Master Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
Classic Gold Master Jewelers has an amazing selection of jewelry that anyone will love. Classic Gold also provides custom services like pearl restringing, engraving, watch repair, ring resizing, and custom designs. Classic Gold Master Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
Here from the get-go. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're proud to present the 2021 Franklin County High School Flyer Marching Band under the direction of the Director of Flyer Band, Mr. Josh Pappas. The Associate Director is Mr. Andrew McGranahan. The matron coaches are Dawn Welsh and Tracy Dixon. The percussion instructor is Mark Mathers. And the Flyers are led on the field by assistant drum majors, senior Shelby Ogden and junior Henry Andrews, and head drum major, junior Anna Stivers. The Flyers now kick off tonight's dynamic and memorable halftime show with this pop rock hit from 2014. Described by critics as a spine-tingling track with slick production and as a stomper, it peaked at number 15 on the U.S. Top 100 and sold over 1.5 million copies. Used as a theme song from WrestleMania 35 and the soundtrack for NBA 2K15 from the American band One Republic, here's Love Runs Out. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 Franklin County High School Flyer Majorettes are Senior Angelina Erf, Senior Michaela Cobb, Senior Emily Ross, Junior Rebecca Blomer, Junior Haley Parkin, Junior Isabel Powell, and Junior Juliana Salamanca, and Sophomore Angelina Dean. The Flyers now crank up the metaphorical musical heat with this heat that topped the charts in 17 different countries. One of the fastest songs to ever reach #1. It will remind you of the Marvelettes hit, Please Mr. Postman, the winner of the 2018 Grammy Award for Best Pop Duo and Group Performance from Portugal, The Man. Here's Feeling Still. The Flyers now close out tonight's exciting and musically versatile halftime show with this hit named one of the 5 best songs of 2020. Spending more weeks at the top of the charts than any other song last year, it finished 2020 as the Billboard Hot 100 #1 song. Also the most streamed song of the year and the fastest song in history to reach 2 billion streams. You've seen it and heard it on Jimmy Kimmel Live, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Saturday Night Live, and especially at halftime of Super Bowl 55. From the artist known as Weekend, here's Blinding Lights.
Classic Goldmaster Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
Welcome back, everyone, to Benny Watkins Field. Good job by the Franklin County High School Flyer Band under the direction of Josh Toppus. Let's look at some highlights in the first half. Boy, here's the very first highlight from the opening kickoff.
Yeah, Cameron Horton gets it at the 5. He goes 95 yards untouched. There we see Hawkins on the QB keeper to give the Bruins a 17-0 lead. But then the ensuing kickoff, Caden Mormon goes 95 plus himself untouched and able to get back in it.
Franklin County had some big plays offensive-wise, but they've not been able to put any offensive points on the board. They got picked off there, and then Franklin County is able to pick off Ballard. Franklin County defense stepping up there. Nice sack in the backfield. And here's the last big play for Franklin County is Ledford makes the interception and runs all the way back and just gets that ball inside the pylon for a touchdown for Franklin County. And that's, we forgot to mention that the Flyers had an extra point that was blocked. That's why the score is 17-14. Ballard also had a field goal, and they've got a pretty good kicker themselves. Both teams have good place kickers, and that's where we're at right now, 17-13. We're going to step aside for a little bit. They're going to probably put 3 minutes back on the clock, and they have for the teams to warm up, and we'll come back with the second half right after this on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Despite the best intentions, sometimes a marriage just doesn't work out. I'm attorney Doug Howard of the Howard Law Group. A divorce can cost you thousands of dollars in lawyer's fee alone. That's why I created uncontesteddivorce.law. If you have an uncontested divorce and both parties are willing to sign all documents, you'll only pay a flat fee plus court costs. Why spend more on your divorce than you did on your wedding cake? When a divorce is just a divorce, life demands simple.
In 1972, a young David Tolles vowed to jump the Kentucky River on his big wheel. He did not make it. We can rebuild him. We have the capability to make the world's perfect mechanic. Better, stronger, faster. David Tolles Tires and Auto Service on Duncan Road.
Hello, my name is Greg with the State Tree Service, the name you know and trust.
Over the past 60 years, the State Tree Service has become a name people know and trust in Central Kentucky. From tree removal, pruning, and stump grinding to debris cleanup, we are always available with our 24/7 emergency services. Estate Tree Service is licensed and insured, and our mission is to provide safe, quality tree care at a fair rate. Give us a call at 502-229-5258 or go online for a free quote.
Tune in to Around 10, Frankfort's very own morning show. We cover all the happenings in the capital city every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. live on Cable 10, Facebook, and YouTube. Remember, if it happens around town, it's on around 10.
Welcome back, everyone, to Benny Watkins Field. We want to thank our sponsors. I was watching the David Toll spot there. That's one of my favorites. That's a classic.
Like the Bionic Man.
Yes, man. That's a great commercial that Scott Stafford, I believe, put together for them. And then of course, remind you that Around 10 comes on at around 10. In fact, it's called Around 10, but I can tell you it comes on exactly at 10 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays when you see a few crazy Cable 10 staffers talk about Frankfurt stuff. And it's rather unique. I don't think many communities have something like that. Certainly not any communities the size of Frankfort, Kentucky. So thank you, sponsors. And if you can, catch Around 10 every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 o'clock. And you can always catch it on YouTube later on demand. So it's live on Cable 10, Facebook, and YouTube, and it's archived on YouTube. So there you go. Check that out if you have the opportunity. All right. The Ballard Bruins will be kicking off the second half.
Claudio and Mormon back deep for Franklin County.
They kick a squibbler since that's Blair Tate with it. And he takes off and gets near the 40. And my guess is Ballard said, let's not kick it to that Mormon again, okay? Since he ran the last one back for a touchdown. So the Flyer offense struggled somewhat in the first half. Let's see if Coach James and offensive coordinator Coach Sanderson were able to make some adjustments at halftime and get some movement going here for Franklin County. And folks, the simple fact is Ballard is a pretty good team. They are just a pretty good team. And Franklin County, the rest of the schedule this year, they play pretty good teams the rest of the way. There's not going to be any easy games from here on out because, that's what the Coach James wants to do. The only way to get better is to play better competition. And when you're the state runner-up in 4A like the Flyers were last year, you want to repeat or improve on that, and you can't do that by playing teams that are somewhat beneath you. Pass out to Claudio. We got a flag, however. I got a feeling that's coming back.
Yeah, going to be a hold right there against County. Tried the quick screen.
That may have been Blair Tate again. We'll see. Here's another look at it. And
Galloway just makes a tackle right there.
Okay.
Really didn't need to.
Yeah, the play was already passed. So Gilead Galloway. My apologies, Mr. Tate, for saying you were the guilty party when it was somebody else. After his dad, Jimmy, gave me his chair to sit in up here in the press box. That's going to bring up 2nd and 18, I'm going to guess.
Close to it.
They hand off to Mormon, and there's another flag, a couple of flags, and I'm pretty sure that's not a hold.
See what it's right in the middle.
Personal foul, face mask. That's what I thought, but didn't want to say. And I think that'll be an automatic first down, will it not? Let's see if we can catch it here on the replay. I think it was number 9 maybe in there that got him.
Yeah, there's no incidental face mask much anymore. You get a finger on that mask or on that helmet, it's going to be unsportsmanlike.
It's the 15-yard variety. 1st and 10 from the 50. Mormon up the middle, gets a little more than that. Goes up almost 20 yards down to the 31. And boy, he almost broke that for a score.
That was an angry run that time by Caden Mormon. Handoff just right up the gut. Breaks the tackle at the 50. Keeps dragging players and a gain of 19.
High snap. Mormon again. You know, maybe when you get your face mask pulled, that does kind of tick you off a little bit sometimes.
Just a little bit.
So not much on that one. A couple of yards. 2nd and 8 coming. Thank you for joining us, Clint Goins and Chris Cole. Almost switched our last names there, Chris. We're here with you, and we're glad you're here joining us. We've got a good ball game. It was a beautiful night. We're just about at that point, Chris, that I call football weather. It's just a tad bit too warm to be football weather, but I bet you next week's game, which I think is down at Frankfort High, if I'm not mistaken, I bet it'll be football weather then.
Yeah, I'll be off next Friday night. Yes.
You dog.
It's homecoming at Western Hills,
and you happen to have a daughter that attends there, and
yeah, I don't get to have a whole lot of free Friday nights.
Are you going to chaperone the dance? Is that what you're going to do?
No,
no,
no.
Okay.
I'm just going to be dad in the stands Friday night.
I'm sure she's glad for that.
Along with everybody else that knows me, probably.
3rd and 8, big play here for Franklin County. Madison drops back, and he got out of that tackle, but couldn't avoid the ensuing. And I don't know who came in from that far side, and we have got a tussle, and there's a flag on the play. I don't know who it's going to go against. Maybe both.
Yeah, this could be big.
Yeah, if it's just against the Bruins, then the Flyers get a first down. So we have personal foul, and that's it. So, yes. And Coach Adrian Morton over there for Ballard, he cannot be happy with that. You know, you had them at 3rd and 8, and you stopped them, and they were going to have to punt it away or maybe go for it on 4th down. But, you know, you just basically gave Franklin County a first down inside the red zone. Has this been the first time Franklin County's been inside the red zone?
Yes.
2 guys back in the backfield there with Madison. Mormon with a handoff, but he is met in the middle. Somebody missed a block somewhere, and that was number 55 for Ballard. In there quickly with the tackle, Devon Rudolph, sophomore linebacker.
Yeah, they just packed the box that time. He came up from that middle linebacker spot through the A-gap and just met Mormon in the backfield. Bring up 2nd and 12 here.
I think they're going to make Franklin County beat them with the pass. You're going to have to pass the ball. You're not going to run. So, Flyers call timeout to talk things over. We'll step aside as well. It's in the 3rd quarter. 7:40 to go. This is the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose traditional bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
Welcome back, folks. Clint Goins, Chris Cole here at Benny Watkins Field at Franklin County High School. Flyers taking on the Ballard Bruins. Franklin County has trailed the entire game, but at one point they were down 17-0, and then they've been able to put some points on the board, but it's been by a kickoff return and an interception, so they don't have any true offensive points. We're talking about the schedule. Next week, Franklin County will be at Woodford County and then at Shelby County the week after that. This is Mormon. He goes around a little bit. He's going to pick up. He's going to get at least back to the original line of scrimmage, but I think that's going to bring up about 3rd and 10. Well, no, they've only been given that. I thought he got further than that. Let's see where he goes down here. I thought he got to the. Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. 38. That's or the 18 meter. So that's where they're at now. We've got a little injury timeout here.
Looks like Mormon cramping up.
Yeah. He's been running a lot. I don't think he's ever come out of the game, has he?
Not that I'm aware of. And, you know, he's doing it on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. And that may eventually become an issue for Franklin County because it's not just him. There are several players they have playing both sides. And I don't know that Ballard has that problem. They've got a few more players over there, and they might be a little bit deeper than Franklin County. So it's going to be 3rd and 11 here. Franklin County really needs a first down. Claudio far to the right goes in motion. Madison throws it over to Claudio, but he's only able to pick up about 4. 4th down.
Yeah, big play here for Franklin County, I think.
They're going to bring Powell in, kick his thing. We're going to see right here if he's got the leg for it, and he may, in fact.
It's like about a 32-yard attempt.
But the thing is, Franklin County has got to block because we already have a PAT that was blocked by the Bruins.
The 33-yard field goal.
There's a snap. It's up. Oh, it's flat as a pancake. So Flyers come away with nothing. And, you know, I'm not going to blame the kicker too much on that. You're a freshman, big game. Probably the first field goal you've attempted in game, you know.
Yeah, you had a lot of pressure coming from that outside edge.
Little nervous. Hey, I want to cut him some slack. And that's going to be a flag. That's can't make out the number just yet. 62 for the Flyers. I hate to do it to you, but it's Keaton Lee. He's a sophomore.
Just got a little excited.
First and 5. They hand off to 26, and he is going to get nothing.
Loss of about 2. That time they tried to run to the left outside. Nothing there.
Keyshawn Hargrove on the carry. And that's a good pursuit there by Franklin County. I think that was Chris Hundley, maybe.
Number 53. Outside defensive lineman position, DN.
They only lost a yard. 2nd and 6.
Gonna be false start against illegal shift probably.
So that'll back them up. It'll be 2nd and 11 now. Seen a few more penalties this game than I was expecting, really. You expect to see a lot the first game, but this is the 4th game of the season.
Both teams really equal, I think. And, it's a close game. Big game for both teams, I believe.
Hargrove again on the carry, but he doesn't get much. 2 yards, 3rd and 9. Running off the field for Franklin County. Kevin Graves, I think he just made that tackle. Hawkins in pistol formation. Drops back, looking downfield, puts it up, and it's almost intercepted. Horton, the intended receiver. Claudio almost intercepted it, and somebody else also almost intercepted it. I think it was contacted by a couple of Flyers, and I imagine the Bruins will punt it away. Here we see it goes up. It's touched by one guy, and then Claudio couldn't make the adjustment. See the result here. Oh, that's a good kick. Good kick, taking a Bruin bounce. And that kind of stops. Flyers will take over on their own 43. 1st and 10. With 4:03 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Looking to see if Mormon was back out there yet.
No, instead they've got Brenton Sears back there in the backfield. Claudio goes in motion with the sweep. Can he get around the corner? He gets a little bit around the corner before he's knocked out of bounds. Pickup of about 4.
He took a hard shot there.
Maybe 5 yards. Yeah, he did. I think he's going to take this play off. Get a little breather.
Mormon trying to stretch out over here on the sideline, a little jogging, trying to get loose, stretching it out.
Madison to Sears, has a little hole, but it fills up pretty quickly. They're going to give him back to the line of scrimmage, I believe. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. Official called timeout. And that's so, I'm not sure why they stopped the clock, really.
Sears got rolled up on maybe a little bit, shaking up.
Well, they started it again, so.
Number 20's in the backfield for County.
Brennan Robinson. Robinson, a big name here in Franklin County High School. A lot of Robinsons have played football here. Ledford with a catch. First down to the 25.
Peyton Ledford with another big play, this time on the offensive side. Lines up at the fullback, just straight down the middle of the field, gets behind that second level, wide open.
He's a player. Last time Franklin County was down here, they walked away with nothing. Maybe they can get something this time. Yes, Caden Mormon back there to the left of Madison. He drops back and had to get rid of it, and that's going to be a grounding there. They say Madison was not outside of the pocket.
No.
That's a good call.
Intentional grounding is the call against the Flyers.
I guess that was not a design screen, but boy, it sure looks like it. They get back in there so quickly. Yeah, there's no receiver anywhere near there.
And
nor is there one
back
for a screen pass.
And it doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. So it's a loss of yardage and a loss of down. So it's doubly bad. Instead of 1st and 10 from the 25, you're 2nd and 10 from the 40. Throws it deep for Claudio. Kind of double covered back there.
3rd and 25 from the 40. I think at this point in the game, I'm not sure you had to take that shot right there. You're going to have 2 or 3 downs to get to 25 yards, maybe look for something 8 or 9 yards, try to get back close to the original stick.
Fakes the handoff. Oh, just out of Claudio's reach. So it's going to bring up 4th down, and the Flyers will, looks like they're going to punt it away here.
Try to pin them deep.
Tracy comes on.
Number 6, Braden Tracy, back to punt for the Flyers.
To punt. Marrero is back deep
Number 17, Shante Marrero.
for the Bruins to receive the punt. Good snap, good kick. But it takes a Bruin bounce, and the Flyers down it. First contact was at the 18, I believe, and Ballard will take over from there, 1st and 10.
Clint, I thought we would have more offense in this game.
Yeah, there's been a lot of it has been big plays. That ball was almost blocked. 2 kickoff returns.
Interception return.
Yes. Oh, a nice tackle there on the outside. I think that's Hunter Gottschall, I think. It was 17.
And then Madison with the sure tackle. He's made a couple of them tonight.
Yes, it was Madison on the tackle. I'm sorry, I thought it was the Franklin County 17. I thought it was 17 and 17. It's hard for me to see at that distance. The sevens and the ones look dangerously alike on the Franklin County uniforms. Hargrove with the carry. He doesn't get much. Chris Hunley with the tackle. And they get the first down. That's the infamous number 7. They're calling him Damari Young. We do not have a number 7 on our roster. There's a lot of players with no number on the Ballard roster, but I don't see a Damari Young either. I don't see anybody named Young.
Looks like Hills is up over Bath County. I'm trying to make it out. Looks like about 28-7 in the third quarter across town.
All right. Ballard, I think, has called a timeout. The quarter has ended. Ballard just walked over first. So the third quarter's over. Still have the same score we had at halftime, 17-13. The Bruins on top of the Flyers here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Bob Allen of Frankfort is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all dealmaker priced.
Click and save today
At BobAllenFrankfurt.com.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Bill McCoy Insurance, celebrating over 46 years in business. With over 15 companies to shop, call us or visit our office for quotes.
I found him, Chris. Imari Young is wearing 7 tonight for Ballard. He usually wears 84. Marrero around the corner gets the first down and then some, makes a nice cut across the 30. Claudio trying to get there, and he doesn't. I don't see any flags on the field, so.
Yep, there's one back at the 39.
Oh, is there?
Going to be a hold against the Bruins.
Yes, oh boy, that's a big one. There I see the flag now as he picks it up. Right there, number 11. Nahavian Davis was trying to give chase. He's held a little bit, and that's what called it back. Otherwise, nice move by Shante Marrero, but that's gonna push him back.
Sears shaking up. I think it's just a cramp, but
I believe you're right. Sears is one of those guys that doesn't usually play both ways, but when Mormon got injured, got shaken up, he came in there for a little bit to give him some relief. So it's going to be 2nd down and 14 roughly. As the 4th quarter just gets underway. Big break there for the Flyers.
Yeah, as Marino Herrero took it to the house.
Tristan Hawkins hands the ball off, and we've got a flag before the snap. And it's a false start against the Bruins.
You know, they've had a lot of that called tonight, and I'm not sure if it's the wideouts moving before, or trying to anticipate the snap. I would like to see that last one if I could.
Here it is.
Man in motion.
Yep. The guy on the near side in the slot.
And that's about the 4th or 5th time they've been called when they have that man in motion.
So now we're looking at about 2nd and 20. Pass out into the flat here, and that's caught by Farmer, Malachi Farmer, 6'3" senior, and he gets about 15 yards on that. Runs out of bounds. That'll stop the clock.
Broom players shaking up there.
Here it is.
It's out to about the 36, 37-yard line.
Braden Tracy in on the tackle. Also Nahavian Davis for the Flyers. Third and 5, certainly a doable first down opportunity. A lot of plays in the playbook to give you 5 yards. They're going to pass it. Wow, what a hit. What a hit delivered by Jaden Madison, and that is going to be short of the first down.
That was 11 on 11 crime right there. Number 11 for Franklin County.
Right
Perfect.
in the bread box. And the best part I like about that is Jaden Madison just got up and, like, no taunting, no flexing, no shaking the head, like, no. You know, he's just like, hey, just doing my job. And Ballard caused another timeout, and Franklin County, their fans on their feet as they see a little bit of life here with 10 minutes and 43 seconds left to go. We'll take it as well. This is the game of the week on Cable 10.
It's all over if they hit this field goal.
Buying or selling a home can be as exciting as winning the big game on a last-second field goal. Or it can be just as devastating if the kick doesn't go in.
And the kick goes up, and it's no good. Home team loses.
That's why in real estate it always helps to be on a winning team. Choose Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher.
Real estate is what we do.
And families are why we do it.
Wait, how'd you get in here?
Welcome back, folks. Let's look here at the Franklin County defense right quick and what they've done. Some big hits they have delivered. This last one right there, laying the wood. The Malachi Farmer. They're going to go for it. They pitch it back, and they're going to get it. Oh, and then some as the Franklin County defender falls down, and Ballard converts the 4th and a long one, and they pick up about 35 yards. And Franklin County has a man down at midfield.
Gavin Hurst cramping up.
Yes. That happened at a bad time because we have a penalty. I've forgotten what that is. When they put their hands behind their back. What is that?
It was after the play.
Yeah. Right there, you can see he's starting. Gavin is falling down before the running back ever got to him, so he was cramping up well before the running back was running past. I forget what that is, what that was, but it moved him back another 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 32. Some football mind greater than mine, and believe me, that's a lot of people, knows what that penalty is. Big time tackle there by Franklin County, number 63, Kenneth Aitken. Here's another look at it. Fights off his blocker. Loss of a yard for the Bruins. Still plenty of time in this game. Franklin County still has all 3 timeouts. Nice fake there. Oh my goodness, he got loose and he's still on his feet and he is going to score. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that.
Wow. Hawkins dead to rights in the backfield, scrambling around trying to make something. Finds a man in the middle of the field, just kind of throws it.
Yeah, and I thought they had him tackled. I mean, he had like 3 defenders right there. How he gets out of this, I have no idea. Some broken tackles.
Stiff arm right there to Sears.
Nice stiff arm. Missed tackle there. And then that's all she wrote. Oh, my goodness. Boy, they're going to look at that tomorrow in the game film.
Yep.
So that puts the Flyers down by 10, maybe 11, and we've got a penalty flag also against the Flyers. I don't know what it is. It's declined by Ballard. So Will Beam is going to kick it. He had a field goal from, what, about 33 yards out earlier?
Yep.
Wow, he's got a leg on him. That ball went almost as high as the top of the uprights, and it went through the uprights. So Ballard leads 24-13. 9:25 left to go in the game. Franklin County needs a score. This is the game of the week on Cable 10.
Despite the best intentions, sometimes a marriage just doesn't work out. I'm attorney Doug Howard of the Howard Law Group. A divorce can cost you thousands of dollars in lawyer's fee alone. That's why I created uncontesteddivorce.law. If you have an uncontested divorce and both parties are willing to sign all documents, you'll only pay a flat fee plus court costs. Why spend more on your divorce than you did on your wedding cake? When a divorce is just a divorce, life demands simple.
Welcome back, folks. Clint Goins, Chris Cole here. Our crack research staff has discovered that when the official puts 2 hands behind his back, that means a sideline infraction. And when he puts his hand over his heart like he's doing the Pledge of Allegiance, that is a substitution infraction. So there you go. consider yourself educated. Another squib kick. That's taken by Zach Cox, the junior. Brought down at the 34-yard line. Well, they're giving him to the 35. Chris, the clock starts to play a factor now.
Yeah, you're down 2 possessions. You've not been able to do anything offensively really all night.
Mormon with the carry. It's about 3. Yes, and you're down 2 touchdowns. I mean, it's 11 points, but you've really got to score two touchdowns. You could get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion and then a field goal, but
I think you got to be thinking two touchdowns.
Yeah, it's just not likely that that's going to happen. Could happen, but if I'm scoring a touchdown first, that's what I'm depending on is another touchdown. I'm not going for 2.
Claudio with the quick out pass there, little wide receiver screen, dives forward with the extra effort. He gets just enough for the first down there, Clint.
Yep, 1st and 10 for Franklin County from their own 46. Ball is set, clock starts it again. Madison, hands off. Was that Mormon again?
It was, out to about the 49.
They pick up about 3 or 4.
And that time,
3.
I thought Ballard got away with a man lining up in the neutral zone.
That's about where we're at, folks. We're sitting at about the 48-yard line here in the press box. Good job by Mormon to keep those legs moving, keep those legs churning. He probably got another yard just because of that effort. Fake to Mormon. Madison looks the pass, takes it himself, picks up about 5. He's going to be short, but it's going to bring him around 3rd and 2.
Willis on Gavin Wills. Haven't called his name a whole lot. He's the leading tackler on this team coming in to tonight.
Well, he's the second leading, but he does lead in tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Well, isn't that right? No, you're right. Smith. Yeah, Wills was the leading tackler, yes. Smith is the one that, just over the head of Ledford. He wanted a pass interference call. He didn't get it. 4th down and 2. You go for it here?
Oh, yes. You're in that time. That time they lined up Mormon in the Wildcat. They tried the little fullback out.
Just a little bit too much underneath of it. Just out of reach. He would have had the first down had he caught it. He also would have paid for that catch if he caught it, and that's, oh my goodness. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That pushes him back 15 yards. And it was after the play, so it's going to be 4th down, isn't it?
Yes.
Still?
Yes.
Now I think you punt it away.
I think you have to go for it. You're under the 7-minute mark. You need 2 touchdowns. And little John.
Well, it looks like you're right. They are going to go for it. But you're going to need a big play here. Probably.
You got to get down to the 44-yard line.
It would be your, I think, second longest offensive play of the night. And Madison steps up and eats it. That's number 51, I think, in on the tackle. Cordair Atkinson. I think that's how you pronounce his name. That's a turnover on downs.
Jamarquez Frank in on the tackle there as well for Ballard. And I think Ballard right now will probably be happy with just trying to run some clock here.
Yes, yes. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. I don't think Franklin County will try to use them now. A little bit too early in the game for that. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of, well, we say that and what happens? They throw it up for a big touchdown. Franklin County thinking the same thing, and they throw it up. That's caught by Caleb Benton. We haven't called his name at all tonight.
Corner that time gets caught looking in the backfield.
Yep.
And Benton able to get behind him for a wide open touchdown. Now you're down 18 with 6:40 to go. Probably taking the running game, that's your strong point, out of the picture.
So that's up and good, and it's 31-13 now with 6:40 left to go in the game. We'll step aside and come back with more football action. It's the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Call David Toll's Auto Pro for all your automotive needs.
Don't let your car keep you from making important plans. Take it to David Toll's Auto Pro, 515 Duncan Road and 1348 Versailles Road.
Welcome back, folks, to Benny Watkins Field. Clint Goins and Chris Cole with you, where Chris just saved the day because our mini split, if you don't know what a mini split is like one of those hotel room air conditioner heater things. Ooh, man, it felt like someone was playing a snare drum very fast right beside your head. And Chris got up and unplugged it, thank goodness. Ooh. Thought I was going to lose my mind there for a second.
And it just
started
out of nowhere.
Yeah, like what in the world is that? Will Beam going to kick off here for the Bruins. They've been able to open this game up in the last 4 or 5 minutes. That's going to go out of bounds. Franklin County will take over at their 35, I believe, when it goes out of bounds like that. So they've got time, but they ain't got a lot of time. They've got to throw the ball. The Bruins know that.
They've been able to apply pressure all night on Madison.
Yes. We usually brag about the Franklin County line, but tonight they have met their match. But like I say, they're a 6A school, you know. We've got a couple of flags on the play.
I think you may get a couple illegal blocks here.
Could be. Below the knee.
Tackle by number 21, Journey Weish. Holding is the call against the Flyers.
Didn't see that.
Right there. right at the line of scrimmage, back them up. It'll be 1st and 20.
Yeah. Stops the clock, but I think I would rather have the clock running and pick up 10 yards. But since you only got 2 yards on the carry anyway. And the thing is, Claudio was pretty quick, but the Bruin defensive backs are pretty quick too. You're going to have to make a move on them or something. There goes Claudio. Tate makes the catch and steps out of bounds. Just shy of the 50. Good. That was a good check off by Madison. Claudio may have been getting open down the field, but I think he realized that he would have to rear back to throw it that far, and that would allow the defenders to catch up to him. So he just checks off and goes to the secondary receiver, Ballard Tate, makes a good catch, picks up some yards.
He had a Ballard player get rolled up on from behind by his own player there, trying to make the play on the sideline.
Yep, good to see him up, and
those roll-ups from behind, those are so scary.
Hopefully he's going to be all right. Here's a look at it. Nice stiff arm by Tate there. And right there.
Gets blocked into his own man from behind. And 24 has been in on a lot of tackles tonight. Robert Wycliffe, we've called his name several times. Next man up, is
yeah.
But yeah, going back to that last play, Madison kept calm. He was under pressure, being rolled out. Found his check down, his progression, and found Tate. It was a good play.
Uh-oh. Madison takes off himself. Oh, nice little shuffle pass. That's going to get about 6 yards. Braden Tracy with the catch.
Well, backyard football right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the NFL quarterback that does that a lot, and it's escaping me at the moment.
Elway was notorious.
Was he the one? Okay, I couldn't think. I knew somebody did it.
Date myself a little bit there.
Madison flushed out of the pocket. This time he can throw it away since he's outside the tackles. Stops the clock. And we got a flag. Is that going to be a... Oh, they're intentional grounding. Oh, I disagree. I beg to differ.
Did it not make it to the line of scrimmage?
It's got to get to the 49 of Franklin County. Let's see.
No, it's got to get to the 44.
Oh.
And it went out of bounds before the 45. So.
You're right. But it's hard to tell where it went out of bounds when it's, Wow, that's a
dagger.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate. 3rd and 25 now. Mormon out in the flat, cuts back. Picks up about 8.
And he's cramping again.
It's going to bring up 4th down, and you're still going to have about 18. Franklin County's got to go for it.
Play of the game right here. If you have any shot of coming back, you've got to get this first down right here.
Yep. And oh, that was a nice pass, and unfortunately, was that Zach Cox or Galloway?
That was Jalik Galloway.
Galloway unable to make the grab. Boy, you got to catch that one. It hits you in both hands, and it's a good throw. And he just couldn't pull it in. Just couldn't pull it in. Now you're under 4 minutes, down by 3 scores, and I don't see it happening, Chris. I think the Flyers are not going to be able to pull this one out, but you know, they made a pretty good defensive effort. The Bruins did put up a couple of quick scores here late in the fourth quarter. It's just Franklin County really couldn't get anything going offensively.
No, I mean, when was the last time we seen a game that Franklin County did not have an offensive touchdown?
I don't remember. I really don't remember. I mean,
so you've had 2 games in 2 weeks.
I'm going to say decades.
And you've scored 1 touchdown offensively in 2 games.
Yeah. Now you played tough opponents.
Yes.
You know, but
you played 2 of the best teams
in the state.
Yes.
But if you're going to be one of the best teams in the state, you've got to at least put points on the board offensively. You can't rely on your special teams and your defense to score for you. You just can't do that. Did he catch that ball?
No.
Okay.
Can't believe they put it in the air, but I mean, some of these passes that Ballard runs are like a run. They're right at the line of scrimmage, or in the backfield.
Yeah. We got some new blood in there too for. That was number 34 on the carry. That's Cooper Roush, sophomore. So the Bruins are going to punt it away. And they've got a different punter in there, I think. This is Ethan Barnett.
He's done the last 2.
He didn't do the first one, though. I'm pretty sure of that.
No.
I've forgotten who did it, but there may have been Will Beam, the place kicker beforehand. And delay a game. That'll push them back 5 yards. I don't think they're really concerned. It just stops the clock. That's all that does. Next week, I said, we'll be at Frankfort High. Chris won't be at Frankfort High, you slacker. He's going to punt that one, and a nice punt. Goes out of bounds just outside of the 20, about the 21.
So Franklin County takes back over. Little shocked at the defensive output. I mean, I know Ballard's got 31 on the board, but I thought this would be a higher scoring game on both sides. Ballard, you got to give them credit. That defense, that may be one of the best defenses I've seen in a few years.
Yeah, and like I said, the male game must have been the outlier because, they were giving up about 3 times rushing yards as they were getting rushing yards. But they got walloped by male, like 51-3 or something. It was just,
Well, Mayo, I think, is the best team in the state of Kentucky.
We talked about Franklin County, the rest of their schedule. Like I said, next week they're at Woodford. The week after that, they're at Shelby. Then they host North Oldham on October the 1st, and I think we're back here for that game. They got an open on October the 8th. Then they host Louisville Wagoner October 15th. That could be a tough game. Then they go to Louisville Central. That's going to be a tough game. And then they finish the season on the road at Madison Southern. But you think their schedule is tough? Listen to what Ballard has got coming up. They've got Butler at home, then DuPont Manual. They also have an open on October the 1st. Then they take on Trinity. You may have heard of them at home. They play Louisville Eastern away. They have Scott County at home, probably their easiest game of the year. And then they're away at North Hardin. So both sides here getting a little bit of backups into the game here. Atkinson, first down for Franklin County. We're under a minute to go here, so the Bruins are going to go to a record of 3-1. On the carry, that's Christian Moore. He's a freshman for the Flyers. In at quarterback is Tyler Broyles. The name sounds familiar. He's also a freshman. His brother, I believe, Nick Broyles, was quarterback last year. And that's going to be the last play of the game. Franklin County now goes to 2-2. So the teams will shake hands and the coaches as well. And folks, we're going to step aside just for a little bit. We'll come back with some highlights when we return here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
The Game of the Week Play of the Game is brought to you by Bill McCoy Insurance Agency, celebrating over 46 years in business. With over 15 companies to shop and collectively over 100 years of experience, call, visit us, or request quotes on BillMcCoyInsuranceAgency.com.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Bill McCoy Insurance, celebrating over 46 years in business. With over 15 companies to shop, call us or visit our office for quotes.
Welcome back, folks, to Benny Watkins Field, where the Flyers have just lost to the Ballard Bruins. It's time now for the Bill McCoy Insurance Agency Play of the Game. And here it is for Franklin County. Peyton Ledford picks off the pass and takes it all the way to the house. This cut the lead down to 4, I believe. That's the closest, frankly, Franklin County would get. That's the Bill McCoy Insurance Agency Play of the Game. And if you saw the little commercial before that time, you can tell that they're an independent agency. They represent about at least 10 insurance companies. So I'm sure they can find you the policy that fits you the best. Now, Chris, we'll sign off here as we check out some of the highlights. This is the very first kickoff, and that is quite the run back by Cameron Horton, running back for the Bruins. There's Tristan Hawkins, the quarterback, taking it himself. But then Franklin County Caden Mormon, he decides, hey, I can do that too. I can run a kickoff back just as well. So, but the
offense just couldn't, couple of big plays, but couldn't convert anything.
They just couldn't get over the hump and get offensive points on the board. So here's another interception. This is Zach Claudio. So we're going to wind it up here and let you watch the rest of these highlights. For Chris Cole, I'm Clint Goins. And for the rest of the staff here at Cable 10, say thank you for watching. Please join us next week at Frankfort High and the rest of the season every Friday night here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.